that we try to focus our attention on strategic issues. Most of the deliberations and discussions took place in this hall with regard to peace and security on the continent, the reforms that we are trying to put in place for this organization, and at the end also the participation of the African Union to the G20. Of course, we received the reports of the assembly committees, which are presided over by heads of states. Agenda 2063 was one of them, the reports, or the NEPAD report, the AFCFTA report, and so on and so forth, and in particular also a report on the UN Security Council reforms and the demands of the African Union to have these 2 permanent seats with the right of veto and 5 non-permanent seats. The conference actually pinpointed the fact that the heads of state will have zero tolerance for unconstitutional or unconstitutional change of governments on our continent. The conference also underscored its determination to silence the guns. This is also a very important program if we contemplate to develop this continent and create the integration conditions for our countries. We need to silence the guns. We need peace on this continent. We need stability on this continent, and we have a program for that. The conference really underscored the necessity and its determination to pursue the goal of silencing the guns. The conference also committed to support the reforms, because without reforming the way we are handling our security issue, peace issue, the way we are handling our economic challenges and trade-related affairs, I think it will be very difficult to reach the deliverables that we need to reach. And we all know that the Agenda 2063 is built on 5 pillars, which are the 10-year plans, and then divided in 5-year plans. And we launched the 2024-2028 5-year plan, and we would like to see better performance in terms of deliverables in the time frame of this 10-year plan. It's very important also, one last point, that the conference recognize, colonization as a crime against humanity. That's very important. And we also the conference expressed its solidarity with Palestine and the Palestinian people, and invited the Prime Minister of the Palestinian Authority to come and deliver his speech here. This is a tradition in this building. This is not the first time, but given the circumstances now and what is going on in Gaza and the West Bank, I think it had a more, let's say, symbolic importance than anything else. But the African Union member countries support the rights of the people of Palestine to become independent and have their own statehood. The theme of last year, if you remember, was the reparations for Africans and African ascendants due to the slavery and colonization eras. I think it's very important to understand and underscore that the African Union has always considered colonization, slavery, as a crime against humanity. So this year, the conference has again underscored the fact that we needed to make it in a declaration, and the declaration presented by Algeria has been endorsed. So it's very important to demonstrate that kind of commitment and determination to fight against all form of colonization on the continent. And I think this is something that is in line with the whole struggle for independence since the 60s, 50s, 60s, and then it is ongoing. The biggest problem that we have in that region is the proliferation of terrorist groups, traffickers, and all kind of secessionist rebellions. And this region has become a source of concern when it comes to the neighboring countries too. So it's very important also to understand that we need to continue to engage with them. When I assumed office, I immediately appointed a special envoy, and my special envoy has been meeting recently with the leaders of those countries. And I also requested a visit to those capitals so that I can also start a direct dialogue with the leaders of that region. I think the Sahel countries need the support of the whole African Union, and I know that there is an initiative now that more than the neighboring countries, 18 countries of that region are seriously thinking of creating a platform, a common platform, on how best they can handle these security issues together. The African Union Commission really congratulates Ethiopia for its tremendous efforts it has been deploying in protecting the environment, launching this green legacy, and His Excellency Prime Minister Abiy has been very successful, and we have just to see the city of Addis Ababa that it speaks for itself. And also we have to remind us all that Ethiopia organized the African Climate Summit, which is now the declaration of that summit, the roadmap of that summit will be the reference documents for the African position when it will come to defend our position in climate justice, the financing of our adaptation plan, and also the voicing also the expectations of continent in energy transition, etc., etc. All these issues, you know them. And beyond that, we are preparing also, on the top of that, I mean, we are preparing ourselves to host here in Ethiopia, COP32. This will be the first time that the African continent will host this big event where almost 100,000 people will come, and it will be a great platform.
Je déclare close la 39e session ordinaire. Échange commercial, il faut la stabilité, même à l'intérieur des États. S'il y a l'instabilité, il est difficile de faire des échanges. Alors entre les États, ça aussi, s'il n'y a pas de stabilité, ça se complique. Mais à l'étape où nous sommes toujours optimistes. Nous sommes optimistes parce que plus le temps avance, plus les États s'approchent, plus on étudie des stratégies pour la stabilité. Merci.
Jelajahi cara baru mendapatkan informasi. Download MetroTV Extend sekarang.